a grand slam. He struck him out swinging. A new school record, 18. And Ryder Helfrich has given them the lead. Dives and makes a great catch. Double play ground ball shortstop taken by Aloy. Gives to Kojal 1. The relay, rack him up. Big Country out of here for the lead. Davalon makes a great play on the first row.
On the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Arkansas baseball. Razorback Baseball is brought to you by your Arkansas Ford dealers. Test drive the Ford F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, at a dealer near you. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, trusted by Arkansans for more than 75 years for reliable, affordable health insurance. Take good care, Arkansas. Coca-Cola. Game day deserves the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar because fan work is thirsty work. By Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style. Sonic Drive-In. Sonic has been a proud sponsor of Razorback Athletics for over 25 years. Live free. Eat Sonic. UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Razorbacks. First Security Bank. It's banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. By Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Locally owned, American made, and proud to be an official sponsor of the Razorbacks. Summit Utilities, bringing natural gas to Razorback fans across Arkansas. Go Hogs! Shelter Insurance. For award-winning service, find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Harps Quality Foods. Hometown fresh. It's that simple at Harps. By Ballpark, the official hot dog of the Razorbacks. And by Visit Hot Springs. Time for a road trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Learn more at hotsprings.org. Now back to the stadium. Here again, the voice of Razorback baseball, Phil Elson.
The Razorbacks and the University of Texas at Arlington Mavericks are about to decide a 3-game series today. UTA won on Friday 4-3. The Hogs bounced back and beat them 9-0 yesterday. And today they will pin their hopes on the reigning SEC Pitcher of the Week. Colin Fisher gets the start for the Razorbacks, 1-0 on the season. He is not allowed a run in 13 innings of work. The Razorbacks will face a right-hander today, Zach Evans. No wins, no losses, an ERA of 3.60. Phil Elson up the road handling the women's basketball broadcast today. I'm Chuck Barrett. I have the privilege of sitting in with Bubba Carpenter. We're going to go to Bubba right now for the keys to the game. They're brought to you by Arkansas Sonic Drive-Ins. Sonic's been a proud sponsor of Razorback Athletics for over 25 years. Live free, eat Sonic.
Chuck, it's a lot like yesterday. We got the same recipe. I think it's important for Colin Fisher to go out there and just pound that strike zone like he did yesterday. It's okay to pitch to contact. Let our defense go to work, and then offensively, this is the guy that we typically hit. He's 92, 95, got a little bit of carry on his fastball. He's just a fastball slider guy. He's really just a two-pitch guy. He might mix in a changeup, but he's really a two-pitch guy. Anytime we face a two-pitch guy, you ought to light him up.
You know, I mentioned this a minute ago, and it probably bears repeating. The fact that both coaches really wanted to move this game to 11 o'clock so they could get it in. Dave wants to win the series, and evidently UTA thinks they can too.
Absolutely, and that's what we're here to do today. We're going to put an end to that. I tell you, I like the attitude in the dugout yesterday. We had a lot more energy, and I think it's going to carry over to today.
Well, that's going to do it for the Built Ford Tough Dugout Show presented by your Arkansas Ford dealers. That's where you'll find the Ford F-150. It's the only truck tough enough to be called the official truck of your Razorbacks. We'll be back with the first pitch. Time for baseball after this for Visit Hot Springs.
Why hold a parade that only goes one block? What in the world is a bathtub race? And how can one town be the training ground for American Pharaoh and the former playground of Al Capone? That's just Hot Springs being Hot Springs. Between thermal waters, thoroughbreds, and the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade, this town isn't trying to be unique. It just comes naturally. Come experience this slightly unconventional and completely wonderful place called Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
The 12th game of the SEC football tradition known as the Battle Line rivalry between your Arkansas Razorbacks and the Mizzou Tigers is complete. Look for the tradition, presented by Shelter Insurance, to grow in the coming years as we continue to heat up the border and support our student athletes with this rivalry. The Battle Line rivalry, presented by Shelter Insurance. Find a Shelter agent near you at shelterinsurance.com.
Suey. This is the Razorback Sports Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Before the roar and the records, there was Baptist Health.
Brooks Edmondson, Arkansas offensive line, born at Baptist Health.
Anna Kate Nichols, Razorback Golf, born at Baptist Health.
Quincy Rose Jr., D lineman for the Hogs, born at Baptist Health.
Champions are born at Baptist Health. Here, our game is delivering the state's most trusted care for Arkansas and for the champion in you. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Before we begin, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield. Colin Fisher getting set to go to work for the Razorbacks. The big left-hander, 6'3", 225 pounds, out of Noble, Oklahoma. He was an infield single away from being perfect last Sunday. He's the SEC Pitcher of the Week. He's not allowed to run in 13 innings of work. And, Bubba, this guy's fun to watch, and he's not your average Sunday starter.
No, he's not. It's so nice to have him in that Sunday role. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's consistent. He's going to eat up some innings. He's going to throw strikes, pitch to contact. When he needs a strikeout, he'll get it.
Razorbacks in the cream throwback uniforms for this Sunday. The Old English A, the left side of the jersey up top, last names above the back. UTA in the road gray uniforms with the familiar blue trim. And we are set for baseball. It'll be Preston Knott, Xavier Melendez, and Zach Mazok in the top half of the opening inning. The Mavericks won Friday 4-3. The Razorbacks spanked them yesterday 9-0. And so they will decide the issue today. The Hogs are 8-3. UTA's 3-7. Knott stands in from the left side, and here we go. Colin Fisher ready to go to work. The first pitch of the ballgame is on the way, and it is in there for a called strike. Jason Bradley calling the balls and strikes today. Jeremy Dupree works at first base. Scott Kennedy's out at second, and Michael Lusky is calling over at third. Sousa's in tight. One strike to count to Preston Knott. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back. This guy's a pretty good hitter, 367. No home runs, 4 RBIs.
Yeah, I like this guy's approach at the plate. He started out the game Friday night against Gackle with a double down the line.
They play him the other way in the outfield. There's room in right center. Fisher's got him set up 0-2. The lefty deals. Check swing. He didn't go around. A breaking pitch was outside, and it is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We have debated his height, though. They list him at 5'8". I'm not sure he's 5'8", Chuck.
Maybe with those spikes on.
Possibly.
He's got to guard the plate now. Fisher kicks and brings the 1-2. A breaker's outside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sousa's at third. Brumbaugh at short. Camden Kozel at second base. Reese Robinette at first. Damian Ruiz, Mike Anu, Zach Stewart from left to right in the outfield. Ryder Helfrich behind the dish. Colin Fisher on the hill. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Another breaking ball from the left-hander. Knott goes down swinging, and we are underway on a Sunday morning.
Perfect location on that pitch, just off that outside edge.
So here's Xavier Melendez, where the base is empty and 1 out. Melendez is a .318 hitter. He'll stand in from the right side against the left-hander. Souza moves back a couple of steps at third. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Melendez 1 for 5 on Friday. Wore the collar in 4 trips yesterday. Brumbaugh cheats a step toward the hole at short. The 0-1's on the way. That one's over but low, and it's a ball and a strike. Lights are on. Sun is shining, but there are some clouds. We're starting early to try to beat the rain. That is in the forecast for the middle of the afternoon. The 1-1 is bounced foul outside third on a couple of hops into the stands, and it is 1-2 to Xavier Melendez. Razorbacks trying to make it 9 wins and 12 starts. Fisher deals another 1-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. Diving play by Souza toward the line. Gets up and throws high at first. Melendez is safe, but what a play by Souza to keep that one from going down the line. It would have been a double. He holds him to an infield single.
He saved a double right there, and I'll tell you, Chuck, give him another week or two with that arm, and they got to be out at first. You can tell he still doesn't quite have the trust in that arm to cut it loose across the infield.
Kind of sailed on him a little bit at the end, brought Robinette off the bag. So there's a man aboard with 1 away, and Zach Mazok is the batter. Left-handed hitter. Pitch from Fisher is a 90-mile-per-hour fastball, and it's in there for a strike. Mazok had a couple of hits and an RBI on Friday. Didn't do much yesterday. Infield's a double play depth. Short lead at first. Fisher from the belt gives him a look, comes home, swinging a ground ball weakly to short. Souza cuts it off from third. They go to second for 1, but not in time to turn the double play. The relay to first, not quite in time. They made that one closer than it looked like it might be when it left the bat.
How about the athleticism of Souza? You see how far he went? How often do you see a third baseman catch a ball that close to second base where he can underhand it to the second baseman?
So here's Xander McAfee with 2 out. McAfee is a right-handed batter. He'll stand in with a man at first and 2 away. Fisher from the belt delivers. The first one's up and in for ball 1. McAfee had a tough day yesterday. 0 for 4, had a hit and an RBI on Friday. Waits on a 1-0 from Colin Fisher. Here it comes. Well, have to wait a little longer. Fisher throws to first, and the runner gets back. He's got a pretty good move. Enough to fool the play-by-play guy anyway. I don't know about the runner out at first base, but he fooled me.
No, he's got a good move. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher fake that first move and make it be not his good one.
1 ball the count. Here it comes. That one's in at the knees for a strike, and it evens the count at 1-1.
How many times you see that lefty pick and you're like, oh, that's not his good one? He gives his good one right off the bat.
Mazok gets his lead over at first base with 2 out. The 1-1 will have to wait a little longer. Fisher goes over to first again. Runners back without a tag. It's always a great week to go by the legendary Catfish Hole restaurant in either Fayetteville or Alma. The Catfish Hole serves the highest quality farm-raised catfish, hand-breaded chicken tenders, the best hush puppies anywhere. Now beer and wine in Fayetteville. The pitch swung on and missed. Threw him a breaking ball down around his ankles. McAfee's in the hole, 1-2.
That's such a nasty slider right there. Back foot that slider. And that's what makes him so dangerous. Now he can come back in with a fastball in, go change up away. He's got so many options.
Outfield's deep. The pitch is coming. Swinging a chopper to third. Souza can't make the play on a short hop, but Brumbaugh does. The throw to first, though, is low. It bounces into the stands, and the runners are going to move up. Mazok will be moving over to third, and McAfee will be awarded second base. Probably a hit and an error. And they'll have runners at the corner, runners at second and third with 2 out.
That's a tough play right there. Glanced off of Souza's glove. Brumbaugh was in a good spot. I don't know if a good throw would have got him or not.
So here's Phillips. He's up in an RBI spot now. Fisher still working from the stretch. First one's on the way. Breaking ball's low and inside for ball 1. So a couple of infield hits for UTA. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball chopped over the mound. Kozel to his right, makes the play near the bag, throws him out at first, and the inning's over. So the Mavericks threaten but come up empty. No runs, 2 hits. There was an error in the inning. A couple of men stranded. We played 1 half. It's UTA nothing. And the Razorbacks coming up after this for the Arkansas Ford dealers.
There's no containing the passion of the Hog Pen, where you'll find tried and true Razorbacks, home run blasts, and a whole lot of... This Arkansas tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, only at your Arkansas Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Zach Evans getting ready to go to work for UTA today. He's a 6'2", 170-pound right-hander, a freshman out of Rowlett, Texas. He's also a position player, will play the infield. He's worked as a starter and a reliever. 5 appearances already, just 5 innings of work, though. He's allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts and a walk. An ERA of 3.60, and he will face, in the bottom half of the first inning, Damian Ruiz, Camden Kozel, and Ryder Helfrich. The Mavericks put 2 men in scoring position in their top of the inning, but came up empty. So here's Ruiz to start the Razorbacks off. He's got a couple of hits this weekend, has driven in a run as well. Right-handed batter. Sporting a 360 average as we start the day. Bobby Werniss coaching over at third base for the Razorbacks. The umpire, home plate umpire, Jason Bradley, out to the mound, and not sure if there's some kind of equipment issue with Evans or exactly what the conversation's about, but whatever it is, he didn't change anything in terms of no chain showing or no wristbands or anything like that, but now we're ready. And Ruiz stands in from the right side. Evans is ready to go to work. Their third baseman creeps in. And here we go in the bottom of the first inning. A fastball is up and in for a strike. That's 92 miles per hour. You said he had a pretty good fastball. There was some Getty up there.
Yeah, he'll be 92 to 95.
Ruiz waits on the 1-0. Here it comes. Evans brings another fastball. That one's tapped foul outside third, and it evens the count at a ball and a strike.
But I'm telling you, Chuck, these are the guys we hit better. It's the 87, 88 guys that have the sink that we tend to struggle with.
They play Ruiz to pull by a step or two in the outfield. The third baseman's even with a bag. They're back around the remainder of the infield. Ruiz swings through a fastball. This guy's going 92, 92, 94. Ruiz is in the hole 1-2. Kozel and Helfrich follow. Alloy, should anybody reach. The rubber match between the Hogs and the Mavericks. Here's the pitch, swinging a ground ball foul outside third. Came with a breaking ball there, and it's still 1-2.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the opening, he's listed as a fastball slider guy. He doesn't even list a changeup on his scouting report. Now, if he's got one, he hadn't used it yet this year.
If he's got one, you would think on 1-2 it might be a possibility. Pitch is coming, swinging a line drive right to the third baseman. It's a fastball in on his hands. Ruiz lined it right to Phillips at third, and that's one out in the last half of the opening inning. Phillips at third, Bustamante is the shortstop, Melendez at second, Digert at first, Rook, McAfee, and Knott from left to right in the outfield. Ethan Ho is the catcher, Zach Evans is the pitcher. And here's Camden Kozel. With the bases empty and one out, left-handed batter. Evans goes to work, and the first one's high and outside for ball one.
96 on the radar gun there on TrackMan.
Kojal hit a home run yesterday, 4 for 9 on the weekend, batting .368. Here's the pitch, a little bit high. Bubba, I was watching the early part of the game from Gainesville yesterday, and Kojal blistered 3 balls. I mean, he hit the ball hard all day. Finally, one left the ballpark, but he had a couple of others that were just right at people.
Yeah, some good at-bats yesterday. He's been locked in.
The 2-0 is coming. Swing and a foul off to the left side, out of play, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Did you happen to notice where his home run landed?
No, I didn't. No.
You didn't?
No, I didn't see it.
See out there, see that yellow pole?
Oh, it hit the foul pole, the fair pole, as you guys call it.
No, you guys don't say you guys.
I call it the foul pole.
Okay, thank you.
The 2-1's on the way, over but low, 3 balls and a strike. I didn't mean to find guilt by assumption there, or association, I guess, is what I'm looking for.
Some fighting words there. Hey, Phil said fair pole, and as he was saying it, he looked at me with that little possum grin on his face.
That's funny. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Ran a fastball in on him. This guy's got some good velocity.
Yeah, he does. A 96.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Helfrich's next. Kojal waiting on a payoff pitch from Zach Evans. Here it is. Swing and a shot toward the left side. That one might stay playable. Coming over is the third baseman, and Phillips will make the catch at the railing. So Kojal's out and 2 are gone.
That's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside corner. It's a tough pitch. I don't know how Kojal got his hands that far in.
Here is Helfrich with 2 out. Helfrich has a hit and has drawn 3 walks in the series.
Hey, Helfrich's had some tough luck, Chuck. He's lined out. He's hit so many balls over 100 for outs.
First pitch from Evans is a strike over the outside corner. I thought about this last week. I want to ask you, lots of hitters hit with a slightly open stance. Helfrich's a slightly closed stance. That's kind of old school. You don't see that as much anymore.
Yeah, I love it.
The 0-1's on the way. It's in the dirt. It's a ball and a strike.
If you watch Helfrich, he's constantly working in his swing direction. He hooks a lot of balls foul, and you can see he's consciously working right towards that batter's eye. And I think being closed like that helps him stay on the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a shot toward right field. Right on cue. Helfrich takes it the other way. That's a solid signal, and the Hogs have a man aboard with 2 out. You can just see him drive that ball the other way out of that stance.
I mean, that's perfect hitting right there. It's fastball up and away, 96, and he shot it to the right side. And that's just a nice, easy 108 off the bat, Chuck.
Nice and easy. Like anybody could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it.
That's how you used to roll, right?
Yeah, no. Maybe if I hit it twice, it might add up to 108. Here's Aloy with 2 out. Cahillo stands in from the right side. First pitch is a breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. That's a tough look at 82 miles per hour after that 95-mile-per-hour heater.
Yeah, huge speed difference.
Aloy has 2 hits and 2 RBIs this weekend. Helfrich gets his lead at first base with 2 out. The 0-1 is on the way, and Aloy takes it a little bit low, maybe outside as well. 1-1. What TrackMan said?
TrackMan said that's a strike.
Okay. Well, then,
we got away with
TrackMan? 1-1. Phillips a step toward the line at third. There are 2 outs in the inning. Scoreless in the last of the first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. Cahillo had a big rip at that one.
You know, I normally say you wouldn't steal right here with Cahillo up. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, but this guy's 1-4, 1-5 to the plate. Helfrich can take that bag easy.
Robinette would be next.
And this is a good breaking ball count if you're going to go.
Helfrich's got a pretty good lead over there. Evans from the belt gives him a look, not going. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Aloy didn't want to, but couldn't stop. Fooled him with a breaking pitch, and that ends the inning. The Razorbacks get a 2-out single, but that's it. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man stranded. We played an inning. There's no score, and this is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
We understand that in times of loss, every detail matters. Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins-Fowler with Roller Funeral Homes. It is a privilege to be chosen as the best funeral homes in Arkansas year after year for 24 consecutive years because it signifies the faith and confidence placed in us by those we serve. We are continuously seeking to elevate our standards of excellence. Thank you for your trust. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence with all our respect.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Colin Fisher back to the mound as we enter the second inning. No score early between the Razorbacks and UTA. So you're thinking about retirement, but what about your money? Well, your Edward Jones financial advisor can help you with that. Visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. So Colin Fisher in the second inning will face the 7, 8, 9 hitters the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for UTA, Ho, Digert, and Bustamante. No runs, 2 hits for the Mavericks. Hogs had a 2-out single from Helfrich, but that was it. So here's Ethan Ho catching today for UTA, right-handed batter, and he looks at a strike right down the pipe to begin the second inning. Ho's hitting just 125. Has a couple of hits, pitches on the way, and now he's got 3. There's a line drive base hit into left field. Ruiz over to get it. Ho makes the turn, but he'll stop with a leadoff single. 3 hits for UTA. That's the first one to leave the infield.
That's a changeup up, and give Ho credit. He stayed back on that ball, hit it hard to left field.
So here's Clayton Digert. Well, we found out Friday that Digert can pitch a little bit. Played first base yesterday. Went 0 for 3. Right-handed batter. Runner at first, nobody out. Souza's in at third. They're a double play depth up the middle. Fisher delivers, and that one's in there for a strike. 91-mile-per-hour fastball. Their hitters turn and look into the third base dugout after every pitch. That's where the signs are given. Flash from the dugout. The 0-1 is on the way. Swinging a high pop-up foul down the right field line. That one's going to twist out of play. And Fisher gets ahead 0-2.
That's where Collins at his best, pitching down at the bottom of the zone, letting that little two-seam fastball eat.
Just about straight away in the outfield. Digert's got to guard the plate. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. Carved him up with a breaking ball. Second strikeout for Colin Fisher, and that is the first out of the inning. So, with 1 away, their shortstop, Bustamante, will be the batter. He's a right-handed hitter. Hogs are at double play depth. Fisher checks the runner over at first base. The pitch is inside and it hit him. Threw him a breaking ball. Bustamante didn't have to move a muscle. And they've got 2 aboard with 1 out. Fisher got into a little trouble in the first inning and worked his way out. And he's going to have to do that again today as well.
Yeah, just the first pitch slider, trying to get over that inside corner and just held on a little too long, and Bustamante never moved.
So now it's their left fielder, Holden Rook, first at bat of the weekend. He's played as a defensive replacement a couple of times, but first AB, right-handed batter, double play ball to short. Gloved by Brumbaugh to second for 1 to first double play. Hogs turn it 6-4-3, and the pitcher's best friend gets Colin Fisher out of the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, a double play, a man stranded. The Mavericks have left 3 after an inning and a half. There's no score, and we're back after this for Summit Utilities.
Summit Utilities is proud to be a part of your community, and helping you save energy is important to us. That's why we offer a variety of rebates and energy-saving programs so you can do more and spend less. From your business to home, we've got you covered. Water heaters, furnaces, food service equipment, commercial and industrial systems. Yes! Save on all of it. Visit summitutilities.com to learn about our energy-saving programs.
The Mercedes-AMG GT 43 is the top-of-the-line luxury performance sedan, and tonight you can win one from Saracen Casino and Mercedes-Benz of Little Rock. With sporty styling, classic Mercedes lines, and advanced performance, this is the car to win from Saracen Casino Resort. Play today at Saracen Casino and qualify for tonight's Mercedes GT drawing.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hogs have been out hit 3-1, but there's no score. Still early, bottom of the second inning. It's being brought to you in part today by your Arkansas Ford dealers and the Ford F-150. Like the Razorbacks, the F-150 has a strong tradition earned with outstanding capability and smart features like a mobile generator. That's how you create a fan favorite and the official truck of the Razorbacks. So, Zach Evans in the bottom of the second inning will face Reese Robinette, Zach Stewart, and Mike Anu. Robinette had 3 hits this weekend. He'll stand in from the left side against the right-hander. The third baseman well off the line as Evans goes to work on the Razorback first baseman. Evans takes a long time getting the sign. Now he's ready. First pitch to Robinette's a fastball, and it's a little bit high for a ball. I'll tell you, with that velocity, I'd say throw down the number 1 and let me go to work. The 1-0 to Robinette is coming. Another fastball. This one's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Reese has looked really good early on, Chuck. He does. You can tell a lot about a hitter by the way he takes pitches, and he takes them really calm.
Batting .359 on the year. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 93 miles per hour, 2-1 to Robinette.
I like that take, though. That's just off the outside edge. Not a good 2-0 pitch to swing at.
Evans kicks and brings the 2-1, swinging a foul straight back.
Ooh, that
was one he liked that back.
Yeah.
He came in on him with a fastball.
Yeah, that's 94, just above the belt. If that ball's about 3 inches lower, it's gone.
Stewart new to follow. Souza, if anybody reaches. Nobody on or out. The 2-2 from Evans is coming. Swing and a high pop-up into shallow center. Shortstop goes out. The left fielder comes in. The center fielder calls everybody off. And McAfee makes the catch for out number 1. Hogs did a nice job getting the leadoff man on yesterday, but the first 2 leadoff men today have been retired. Here's Stewart. Bubba, I don't know how you're going to keep this guy out of the lineup, the way he's swinging the bat.
Hey, no, that's the thing. I mean, he's a veteran guy. He's been around the game a long time, controls the bat well. If he keeps swinging it, he's going to be in there.
.357 is his batting average. Left-handed hitter. First one's on the way, and it's fouled off to the left side out of play. Stewart's 0 for 2 this weekend. He's drawn a walk, and he's driven in a run. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, transfer from Missouri State. The 0-1 is coming. Took something off that one, and it's in there for a called strike 2.
When I met him the first day, I told him, I said, man, you look so much better in this color than that Missouri State uni.
Hey, he just looks like a ball player.
Yeah, he does.
No balls, 2 strikes. Swinging a foul straight back. He does not get cheated at the plate. We're in the bottom of the second inning, rubber game. UTA won Friday 4-3. The Hogs bounced back and knocked them off 9-0 yesterday. 0-2. The pitch is coming, and a fastball is high, maybe a little outside too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 96 on the gun. They shade Stewart to the left by a step or two in the outfield, not by much. The 1-2's on the way, swinging a high pop-up off to the left side. The left fielder coming over. Rook at the railing, runs out of room, and it drops about 4 rows into the stands. Rook came a long way, but just ran out of room.
Well, I thought that ball was going to trickle back into the field.
Too. Not a lot of breeze today. What's blowing is kind of blowing in from left. Perhaps a bit of movement toward the right side as well, but I was kind of like you. I initially gave up on it and then thought, well, better not do that.
Usually that ball will filter back into the field of play. It just kept going.
So Stewart with a 1-2 count steps out to collect himself. Now he's back in and ready. So is Zach Evans. The pitch swung on, hit to deep center field. Going back is McAfee. He's at the wall. He looks up, and that one's gone. Zach Stewart with his 3rd home run of the season, straight away center field. Off the batter's eye, and the Hogs are up 1-0.
Chuck, certain balls make a sound off the bat. As soon as that ball was hit, you knew it was gone. 107 off the bat, 412 feet, and that's the kind of at-bat that can keep you in the lineup right there.
Well, particularly early in seasons when sometimes the pitching's ahead of the hitting. Someone like that can change the game with one swing of the bat.
Yes, sir.
So he's given the Razorbacks an early lead, and that'll bring Micah New in. New hit a home run earlier this weekend.
Here's what I like about that bat. He fouled off a couple of pitcher's pitches that were right on the corner. Then he gets one center cut and hammers it.
That was a good AB by Stewart and gives Arkansas an early lead. Now New will hope for a pitch that he can drive. Evans delivers, and it's a bit outside for a ball.
How many pitches was that at bat? Do you keep track of that?
No.
Phil does.
I should. 6?
You don't know.
6 is my guess. 1 ball to count. Here it comes inside, 2-0.
Harry Carey could tell me how many pitches that was.
I don't know about that.
He could tell you how many drinks he had during that.
Yeah, I was going to say. 2-0. New waits. Here it is. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Not coming over. If that's fair, it's trouble, but it's going to slice foul.
Boy, that ball kept going.
Yeah, it did. And I wasn't convinced until the end it was going to go foul. So it's 2 balls and a strike. Souza to follow. Brumbaugh if we get that far. Stewart has hit a 1-out home run to give Arkansas a 1-0 lead. 2-1. Here it is. Downstairs, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. It's being brought to you in part today by Harps. At Harps, they greet you with a smile. Ask if they can help you and let you know you're welcome in their store. Harps is hometown fresh. 3 balls and a strike. Phillips creeps in a step at third. The pitch fouled straight back. New was right on that one.
Good swing. Boy, I like some of the swings we're putting on this guy.
Well, he's bringing the heat. And as you said earlier, sometimes if you're a hitter, that's really what you want. He's not mixed things a lot anyway early on. An off-speed pitch here and there. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. Just blew it by him.
Well, that was
second
right
out of the inning.
Yeah, that was right down the middle. But you just said it. As a hitter, you got to love facing a dude like this. He's probably about 85% fastball.
Yeah. So here's Souza. Nolan trying to get healthy, trying to get untracked. He's ready for the weather to get warm and stay warm, I'll bet. The first pitch from Evans is on the way, swinging a shot towards center. McAfee to his right, though, gets there, makes the play, and that ends the Razorback inning. But the Hogs get a run on Stewart's long ball. That was the only hit of the inning. No errors, nobody left on board. We played 2. Arkansas leads it 1-0, and this is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Go-Go Squeeze is super excited to be on the field with University of Arkansas athletes. With a variety of deliciously fruity flavors, there's something for the whole Razorback family to enjoy. Go-Go Squeeze offers delicious fruit blend pouches that are gluten-free and nut-free. For active people, Go-Go Squeeze Active Fruit Blend with electrolytes can help replenish some of the essential minerals lost during exercise. Check out our whole line of pantry-friendly fruit and dairy products at most major retailers and online. So grab a Go-Go Squeeze and let's cheer on our Razorbacks together. Go Hogs!
Colin Fisher back to the mound as we head to the third inning. Hogs on top 1-0. A run on 2 hits for the Razorbacks. No runs on 3 hits for UTA. Razorbacks have made the only error of the ball game thus far. UTA's left 3 men on. And they will send in the top of the third inning, the top of their order. It'll be Preston Knott to start things off. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Knott, Melendez, and Mazak against the Razorback left-hander. Fisher, the reigning SEC pitcher of the week, goes to work on the left-handed batter, and the first pitch misses high and outside for a ball. Not hitting .355 now after that strikeout in the first inning. Sousa's in even with the bag at third. They're back around the remainder of the infield. Nobody on or out. A breaking ball just misses. Was that outside, Bubba?
Yeah, boy, just missed that outside corner.
79 miles per hour from Colin Fisher. They play Knott the other way in the outfield. 2 balls, no strikes. Fisher delivers again. That's a strike over the outer edge. 2-1 to Preston Knott.
That's a perfect 2-0 pitch. That thing started off the plate, Chuck, and just came back and caught that outside corner.
2 balls and a strike. Fisher kicks and deals, and that one's outside for a ball. Dave talked about this in the dugout show. Fisher works in a hurry. I mean, he gets that ball back. There's no stalking around the mound. He gets the ball back from Ryder, steps up on the rubber, gets the sign, goes to work. It's the hitter who's trying to break the rhythm a little bit right now. 3-1. Trying to get the leadoff man. The pitch is coming, and he walked it. So, Fisher issues a leadoff walk to start the top half of the third.
Well, that's something you don't see a whole lot.
First walk issued by Fisher. He hit a man in the second inning. They put the leadoff man on 2 of 3 innings now. And here's the second baseman, Xavier Melendez. Melendez is a right-handed batter. He singled his first time up. Pitch is on the way. Pitch will have to wait as Fisher goes over to first and the runner gets back. It's an infield hit for Knott his first time around. This guy's batting .333. He does not have a home run. He has 4 runs driven in. Hogs have turned a double play already today. Fisher throws to first and the runner's back. Big crowd yesterday. Not quite so many today. There's an early start, though. It's not yet noon. They'll probably filter in over the next hour or so. This time the pitch comes home and it's low for a ball.
Chuck, it was crazy yesterday. We're in the first inning and the line is still wrapped around the corner all the way over here to the scoreboard.
Is that right?
It's crazy. And some of those people didn't get in the game till probably the 4th.
1 ball to count. Short lead at first. Fisher comes home again, and that is inside for ball 2. Was that a record crowd yesterday for a non-conference game?
I don't know. It was 10,008 or 800, 10,900, something like that. Almost 11,000.
That's a huge crowd. 2 balls, no strikes to the batter. A throw to first again, and Knott is back. It's a little different watching Fisher this Sunday as opposed to last Sunday. Nobody was on base last week. He faced 25 batters in a game that was shortened to 8 innings by run rule. That's only 1 above the minimum. Today there have been runners all over the base path. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball on 2-0, and it's 2 balls and a strike now.
That's so frustrating as a hitter. You get a 2-0 count, and you get a nasty breaking ball. And it's not like it's a get-me-over breaking ball. That's a nasty down-and-in breaking ball.
Infield's a double play depth. Kozel cheats a step toward the bag at second, swinging a foul at the catcher's feet. And that evens the count at 2-2. Hey, it's time for a road trip. And you can hit the jackpot with a trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. And its #1 attraction, Oaklawn Hot Springs. To plan your next trip, visit hotsprings.org and oaklawn.com. Throw to first and the runner's back. Nobody out in the top of the third. Hogs are up 1-0. They've been out hit 3-2, but in the column that counts, they've got the run. Swinging a tapper foul at home plate, and they'll do it again with a 2-2 count.
Another good fastball down in the zone. You can tell when those guys start hitting the top of the ball like that how much sink he's getting on that fastball.
Fisher, after his second win of the season, Knott gets a lead at first, held there by Robinette. Fisher gives him a look on 2-2. He comes home, and it's swung on and popped up foul outside first base. Robinette will give it a couple of glances, but not a third, as it's well into the stands. They'll do it again with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Hogs are back in action on Tuesday. Oral Roberts will make the trip over. You got me again for that one on Tuesday, Bubba.
Sweet.
Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking pitch. Third strikeout for Colin Fisher, and that's the first out of the inning.
It's a good pitch. Took a little bit more off that curveball.
You know, you watch Fisher, and you really gain an appreciation for the art of pitching. You know, the way he mixes speeds. And their guy today, Evans, very good, high-velocity guy. Not quite the pitcher yet that maybe Colin Fisher is. He begins with a breaking ball to Zach Mazok, and it's a little bit low for a ball.
And that's the crazy thing. He's missing it. It's about a half inch off the plate.
Infield's a double play depth. Knott continues to be held by Robinette over at first base. 1 ball the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Had him out in front of that one. 78 miles per hour. Evens the count at 1-1. The sun is there, but the clouds are keeping it from being a fully sun-splashed Sunday. Temperature's nice. Supposed to get up to in the 70s today. We may not be quite there right now, but we're not far.
That's good compared to what they said early in the week. Early in the week, they were saying it was going to be in the 40s with rain.
That's not good. Here's the 1-1. Took something off that one. Well, I say that, and I look up and it says 90. It's 1-2, a strike called.
The good thing about that pitch, it was a slide step fastball, and it really surprised the hitter. He wasn't ready.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fisher deals again. Breaking ball, swung on, skied into center. Hit pretty well, but plenty of room for Micah New. He camps under it, makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 are gone, and it'll be up to Xander McAfee if the Mavericks are to do any more in this inning. McAfee singled his first time. It was an infield hit. Glanced off Sousa's glove. Brumbaugh tried to throw him out from short and then threw it away. Right-handed hitter. The pitch is coming, and it's a strike. Now, McAfee's one of those guys that hits from the open stance. That front foot pointed out toward left field. He tries to square up. A lot of guys certainly have that approach at the plate. Holds the bat down around the handle, looks at a fastball, misses high and away, and it's 1-1. I can't talk the science of hitting the way you can, Bubba. Well, but I do find the stances and the approaches interesting.
You know, it's sometimes that guy's stance will give away his weakness. Now, it's hard to tell right here with McAfee. He's a pretty good hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swung on, fouled.
The thing is, though, the pitch before, Chuck, he's got that open stance, so he's got to load and then stride in. His foot was down late, so had that Colin went slide step fastball, he'd have been late.
McAfee's in the hole 1-2 now. 2 outs in the inning. Fisher trying to send this into the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Razorbacks scored in the bottom of the second inning. It was a long ball from Stewart. 6th pitch of the at-bat. And he hammered it off the batter's eye in center field. Here's the 2-2 swing and a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Who wants it? How about Reese Robinette? He'll make the catch, and that ends the Maverick third inning. They put the leadoff man on, but he never got past first base. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a man stranded. UTA's left 4 through 3, and we go to the bottom of the third inning with the Hogs on top 1-0. Now this for UAMS Health.
My name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a guard for the Arkansas Razorbacks. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100% if you want to go 100%. So I feel like if you're healthy, then you can just always give it your all. My relationship with my trainers and UAMS physicians are everything.
UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
With Toyota's versatile SUVs, you'll be ready for any adventure, no matter who you're adventuring with. Bringing your furry co-pilot along, the RAV4's Power Pack Performance is bound to spark some zoomies. Right, buddy? Going out on the town with your partner in crime? Scoop them up in the Corolla Cross. Its sleek design will make up for the fact that you're always fashionably late. No matter who you're rolling with, there's a Toyota SUV fit just for you. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota is a proud sponsor of Razorback Athletics. The RAV4 is ready for Razorback country and beyond. Find yours today. Toyota. Let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
It's a 1-0 Razorback lead as we move to the home half of the third inning. Hey, does your bank keep booting the ball? Are they hard to deal with, slow to get things done? Well, if your bank's fielding percentage is off, then you need to go to Armor Bank. They're gold glovers at Armor Bank. They're proudly serving the state. Armor Bank's whole hog. It's the winning way to bank with Armor Bank. Zach Evans will face Carson Brumbaugh to start things off in the bottom of the third. Then it's back to the top of the order. Ruiz and Kojo will follow. Helfrich, if anybody reaches. 1-2-1 for the Razorbacks. 0-3-0 for the Mavericks. Brumbaugh has a hit and an RBI in this series. He plays a slick short. The bat will catch up, and it probably won't take long. Phillips creeps in at third. Evans delivers, and Brumbaugh looks at a fastball for a called strike. We forget sometimes Bubba's big, and as important as college baseball has become, it's still very much a developmental game, and Brumbaugh is very much in still the developmental stages.
Yes, he is.
Waits on an 0-1. Here it is, swinging a shot in the right, but Knott's going to have room. He misplayed the ball, though. It's over his head, up against the wall, and Brumbaugh is going to end up at second base. That ball was hit a little bit better than I think Knott realized, and by the time it registered with him, it was too late. Should have been caught.
I tell you what, though, Carson he backspun that ball. That ball was hit 102 off the bat. That's his strength right there, Chuck. If he'll stay center, right, center, and he'll do some damage out there. The guy, you talk about development, he's going to get there. I think he's going to play in the big leagues as a shortstop one day.
Third hit of the ball game for the Razorbacks, and they have put the leadoff man on for the first time today, and he's in scoring position for the top of the order. Bubba scarfed down a Raleigh donut between innings, and so I expect a big frame from the Razorbacks here. Ruiz shows bunt on the first pitch, takes it high for a ball.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate Phil. Phil Elson brought us some donuts in here.
He felt sorry for us.
He did say these are mostly for Chuck, though.
He knew I needed a sugar rush after a late arrival home from Florida last night. 1 ball to count. Ruiz bunched through that one. Came up empty, and it's a ball and a strike. He was trying to push that to the right side, it looked like.
Brumball's going to be wanting me to eat a donut every time he comes up.
Well, you're going to have to now. They're in at first and third. Ruiz, at the least, wants to get Brumbaugh over to third base. Nobody out in the inning. Not bunting here. Check swing on a pitch that was low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. It's a good take by Ruiz there. Ruiz 2 for 9 this weekend, has an RBI. Brumbaugh gets a short lead out at second base. The 2-1's coming. That's a strike over the outer edge. 2-2 to Damian Ruiz.
Just painted that outside corner.
He sure did. Kojal's next, then Helfrich. Hogs have the right guys coming up. Ruiz waves the bat a little bit, chokes up slightly, waits on a 2-2. Here it is, way outside. Nice play by the catcher, Ethan Ho. That keeps Brumbaugh at second base. Now it's 3-2. Bobby Wernes flashed the signs down at third. Ruiz is ready. Second baseman cheats toward the bag, trying to keep Brumbaugh close. The payoff is on the way. Swung on and popped up foul off to the right side out of play, and they'll do it again.
See, I like that swing right there. Just a little protective swing, foul that pitch off.
He'll hope for something better now. Nobody out in the inning. Brumbaugh gets away from second. The 3-2 swung on, hit well toward left. Rook going back. He's going to have room. He's called off by the center fielder McAfee. It's deep enough, though, that Brumbaugh can tag at second and move over to third. That would look like it might leave the yard when it left the bat. It died out in left center, though. But Ruiz advances the runner, and Brumbaugh is at third with one out.
I'll tell you, Chuck, that's 103-32. Every other game of the year, that ball would have gone out.
I thought it was going to leave the yard.
That thing just got up there and died. I don't know what happened.
Normally, that's where the jet stream takes it.
Absolutely.
Out there in left center field.
Shoot, yesterday that ball would have been halfway up the grass.
So here's Kojal. Camden fouled out to the third baseman his first time up. They're in at the corners, and the first pitch is high for a ball. They'll concede a run on a ground ball to second or short, and they'll at least think about coming home on a ball to first or third. 1 ball to count to Kojal. The pitch, swing and a miss. Had a big rip at a high hard one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brumbaugh started the inning with a double over the right fielder's head. He's at third base. The 1-1 is coming. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he tried to throw a changeup right there. And maybe that's why it's not on his pitching chart. He slowed his whole body down on that pitch.
You could tell about halfway through the windup there. It was not going to be a fastball. Let's put it that way. Here's the 2-1. That one swung on, skied to center, hit well. Going back is McAfee at the track, at the wall, and is gone. Camden Kojal with his second home run in as many days, and the Razorbacks lead it 3-0.
Well, the wind didn't knock that one down.
No, it didn't.
So that's 109, 31 degree off the bat, 413 feet. That ball was hammered to center. And you just knew it. After he threw that bad changeup, if you're a hitter, you're sitting dead red fastball. You know what's coming.
He sure got it. Didn't waste it. So that makes the home folks happy. And it brings in Ryder Helfrich with the bases empty now. Helfrich stands in from the right side, shows Bond on the first pitch, lays it down foul down the third base line. Toyota is a proud sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Razorback power, razor sharp style. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. 3 runs, 4 hits now for the Razorbacks, 0-3-0 for UTA. Helfrich, single his first time up. The 0-1 is coming. Slow breaking pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Evans has gotten ahead of Helfrich after yielding the home run to Kojal. Nobody on, 1 away. The 0-2 is coming, and a breaking pitch is outside.
Good take right there.
It really was.
Yeah.
He did not waste that pitch.
No.
It was right off the outer edge. A ball and 2 strikes. Helfrich waits on another. Here it is, inside with another breaking ball. That one didn't bend as much, and it evens the count at 2-2.
I think these guys are seeing it, Chuck. He's got a little different arm angle on that slider. And really on the changeup, he pushes the changeup.
The 2-2 is coming. Swing and a base hit in the left field. Helfrich's 2 for 2. The rally continues, and the Hogs have a man aboard at first base with still only 1 out. I'll tell you, Helfrich's one of those guys that every time the pitcher throws a pitch that's you can tell is going to be reasonably close to the plate, you just have a feeling Helfrich's going to hit the ball hard somewhere.
Yeah, you can tell. So we talk about hitters that are on go, and he's on go. Your thought process is yes, yes, yes. And he is always ready to hit, and when he gets a pitch, he unloads on it. But you watch this guy throw, Chuck, his fastball release height is 6 foot. When he throws his slider, it's about 5'5", 5'4", 5'5", maybe 5'6". That's a big difference right there. As a hitter, you know instantly what's coming.
Trip to the mound by their pitching coach. They're beginning to stir down in the UTA bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. Evans has encountered some trouble in the bottom of the third. A 1-out, 2-run homer from Kojal. Helfrich follows with a solid single to the left. And now it's Cahillo Aloy with 1 on and 1 out. Cahillo fanned his first time up. Stands in from the right side. Evans from the belt with a runner going. Pitches low. Throw to second. Not in time. You called for that the first go-round, Bubba. This time they start him on the first pitch, and it was not close at second.
Yeah, when you got a guy that's 1-4 to the plate, 1-4-5, the math does not work out. There's no way Ryder can get thrown out there.
So Helfrich steals the bag. He's in scoring position. It's a 1-ball count to Aloy. Robinette's on deck. Here's the pitch, swing, and a shot toward left center field. Hit well. McAfee going back. He can't get there. It's up against the wall. Helfrich's going to score. Into second is Aloy with an RBI double, and it is 4-0. McAfee gave it a nice chase.
He did. And you know what? Off the bat, I thought it might, even though it was just hit 20 degrees, I thought it might backspin out of here. He made a great attempt at it, but that ball was smoked. That looked like a driver off the bat.
It's the 11th RBI of the season for Aloy. There's still only 1 out. 3 straight batters have reached. And here is Reese Robinette. Second time through the order has not been as good for Zach Evans. Robinette swings and skies one to center. That's hit well. McAfee going back. He's got to go to the warning track to make the catch, and that's going to allow Aloy to tag at second and go to third. So a deep fly ball out advances the runner. There are 2 away. And here comes Zach Stewart.
Yeah, another ball hit right on the screws. That's 104. And like I said yesterday, that's a home run. But I think they're starting to see that arm angle. You can see the release height right there. That's 5'5" with that changeup that he just kind of lobbed up there. On the fastball, he's more over the top throwing downhill. Our hitters are seeing that.
Stewart, homer to straightaway center his first time up. Stands in from the left side. Evans goes to work, and a breaking pitch stays outside for ball 1. Razorback hitters, you can tell, smelling the blood right now. Hogs have hit a couple of home runs, had a couple of doubles. 1 ball the count to Stewart. The pitch, swing and a miss. That evens the count at 1-1. Off speed at 85 miles per hour. Stewart is the 7th man to bat in the inning. He has 3 home runs now on the season with 5 runs batted in. Swinging a shot right back to the pitcher. Evans will make the play underhanded to first base. Stewart's out, and that ends the Razorback 3rd inning. But it's a good inning nevertheless. The Hogs get 3 runs on 4 base hits. They stole a base. They've left a man. They've stranded 2. But after 3, the Hogs are up 4-0 on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
Razorback fans, score big with the freshest seafood in town at Fish City Grill. Whether you're craving grilled salmon or fried catfish, or want to try something new from the daily chalkboard specials, they've got your seafood fix covered. Swing by the locally owned spot in Rogers and make every meal a victory for Razorback Nation.
International soccer is coming to Razorback Stadium this spring. As the United States prepares to host the 2026 World Cup, the home of Razorback football is set to host its first international soccer match when Liga MX rivals Club America and Club Tigres face off in the Golden Clash on Saturday, March 28th. Tickets for this world-class soccer matchup will be available for just $35. Secure your seat for this can't-miss event at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield. Hogs have out-hit them 6-3. They lead it 4-0 as Colin Fisher goes to work in the fourth inning. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 men for UTA. Austin Phillips, Ethan Ho, and Clayton Digert. Chuck Barrett sitting in for Phil Elson. The women's basketball team plays up the street at Bud Walton Arena. Phil's on assignment there today. First pitch from Fisher to Phillips is outside for a ball. Razorback women play the SEC tournament Tuesday, or later this week anyway, so I'll sit in Tuesday afternoon when the Hogs play ORU. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Phillips way out in front of it, and the count's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he fooled him bad with a changeup.
Fisher yielded a leadoff walk in the third, then set him down 1-2-3. The 1-1's coming. Swinging a shot right at the second baseman, right at Camden Kojal. Fisher beginning to settle in. 4 in a row retired by the left-hander, and with one out, he'll face the catcher, Ethan Ho. Bubba, he got in rhythm last Sunday, and he just couldn't be stopped, and you kind of get the feeling he might be about to get into a similar rhythm. First pitch to Ho's off speed for a strike.
He does such a good job of pitching to both sides of the plate.
0-1 to the batter. Here it comes. Breaking pitch, strike 2. That's a beauty.
You know, it's hard to believe at this level. You'll see SEC guys, they're either glove side guys or arm side guys, and they'll pitch predominantly to one side of the plate. Colin Fisher will pitch to both sides of the plate.
0-2. He's got him set up. That one's outside, a breaking ball.
And Hunter Deach yesterday the same way.
Yeah.
Throwing 97 miles an hour, inside, outside, had a nasty breaking ball, and he's got a filthy cutter he mixes in.
1-2. Fisher delivers again, and it's over but low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Digert's next. Bustamante, if we get that far. Here's the 2-2 coming, and that's a called strike 3. That one froze the hitter. 4th strikeout for Fisher. 5 in a row set down, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, I love it. Double on that changeup right there. Took the first one. It was down in the zone. He came back with the same pitch and just clipped the bottom of the zone.
When you see a changeup as a hitter, do you think you're about to see another one on the next pitch?
You know, if he misses bad, I'm like, I ain't going to throw that again.
Pitch to Digert's a strike over the inside corner.
But yeah, typically you don't see a guy double up like that, and that's the thing with Colin. He's not afraid. He's got confidence in every pitch, and he trusts Ryder Helfrich behind the plate.
Trying to work his first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, swinging a foul off to the right side out of play.
And so that's the thing. The pitch before was a changeup in the dirt. If I was hitting right there, I'd be like, he ain't going to throw that again. He just bounced that one.
He's up 0-2 on Clayton Digert. Has him set up. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper to short. Brumbaugh's got a weight on it. Gloves it. Throws. And it's an easy inning for Colin Fisher. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th. 3.5 are in the books. Hogs are up 4-0, and we're back after this for the Arkansas Ford dealers.
There's no containing the passion of the Hog Pen, where you'll find tried and true Razorbacks, home run blasts, and a whole lot of... This Arkansas tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, only at your Arkansas Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut and site.
4-0 Razorbacks as we head into the home half of the fourth inning. And we've got a new pitcher for UTA. Jack Barr is going to take over on the mound. Barr's a 6'4 junior out of Dallas. And he will take over for Zach Evans. Evans, in 3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 strikeouts, no walks. And he will be the losing pitcher unless his mates rally. Barr's been pretty good. He's 2-0 on the season. I say he's been pretty good. His ERA, nothing to write home about, but his mates have scored runs for him. I saw the 2-0 and I thought this guy must be good. And then you look at the ERA of 10, the fact he's given up 5 runs in 4 1/3 innings, but he has benefited from some lethal innings, I guess we could say.
Let's see what.
Don't let the record fool you sometimes.
He's a vulture.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And there's some kind of equipment issue. Umpire's out to talk to him. Now he's got to get all the contraptions in place that they all have on now, the communication devices.
He's a fastball, curveball, slider, change guy. 3/4 release.
New Souza and Brumball in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Razorbacks. Hogs scored a run in the second on Stewart's homer. 3 in the third, the big blow, a 2-run shot from Camden Koziel. So now it is Jack Barr who goes to work, and the first one's outside for a ball. I don't know that his velo is going to be quite what Zach Evans' was. That was an 88-mile-per-hour fastball. New fan his first time up. Stands in from the right side. Looks at one inside, and it's 2 balls, no strikes.
A little 1-0 changeup there.
80 miles per hour. Ran in on the right-handed batter. New batting .244 on the young season. 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. The breaking pitch is high. It's 3 balls, no strikes. So Jack Barr has come in and fallen behind the first man he's facing. 3 balls, no strikes. Got to deal a strike here to Micah New, and he can't do it. It's outside. New walks on 4 pitches.
Now, according to TrackMan, that's actually a strike. It's so much for the 3-0 strike, automatic strike, right?
I got to tell you, I thought it was a strike. TrackMan will make a liar out of you, but I thought it was a strike.
You know, usually before TrackMan, that would have been a strike for sure. The old 3-0 automatic.
Yep. So Souza stands in. The third baseman's even with a bag. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The first one's a breaking ball. It's low and inside. Barr is missed with 5 straight.
You see Micah New over there at first base. He was frustrated he didn't go on that ball in the dirt, that dirt ball read.
New held over there by Digert. Barr with a 1-ball count gives him a look. There he goes. The pitch is high. The throw to second is way late. Second stolen base for the Razorbacks, and neither one of them has even resulted in a tag, and that's going to prompt a trip to the mound, I think.
There you go, Chuck. Look at that time to the plate. 154.
Well, that might have something to do with the trip to the mound.
I think you could have stolen right there.
Yeah, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away.
You just hit a double, right?
Hey,
so
that's
you don't
right.
have to steal.
That's right. Hit it out of the ballpark.
I mean,
trot around the bases.
With Mike and New at first base, 154. You got to mix in a slide step. You got to do something different. I think this poor guy's just trying to throw a strike.
Yeah, I think so too. They've already gotten another right-hander up and throwing in the UTA bullpen. Some guys come in, Bubba, and I'm sure it's even more recognizable in the dugout. Some guys come in and they just have this look on their faces like, uh-oh, now I've actually got to come out here and do it.
Yeah.
He just had a little bit to the way he carried himself. Evans gave up 4 runs, but carried himself a little bit better on the mound. He's not thrown a strike yet. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. 2-1.
So right there, are you a fan of taking? So he threw 6 balls in a row.
I think you got to take one. Although in retrospect, that sure would have been a good pitch to hit.
That's about as good as it gets right there. That's right down the middle.
Off speed, right down the pipe. 2-1. Souza waits on Barr. He checks the runner out at second base a couple of times. Now comes home, swinging a bouncing ball foul outside first.
Came back with another changeup.
He sure did. They've done that back-to-back a couple of times.
Yeah, found something he can throw for a strike.
New is the runner out at second base. He walked on 4 pitches and promptly stole a bag. And now Souza, at the least, wants to move him up, but he'd like to drive him in with a hit. 2-2. Barr delivers again, swinging a ground ball to second. That's going to advance the runner. Melendez is up with it. He throws Souza out at first base. But New is 90 feet closer, and Carson Brumbaugh is going to have a chance to drive him in.
I like that. That's a good job by Nolan right there. You could tell he was trying to pull that ball to the right side to move that runner up.
Brumbaugh doubled over the right fielder's head his first time up, and they're going to bring the infield in all the way around. With 1 out and a 4-0 ball game, they don't want to give up any more. Now Barr's going to pitch from the stretch, and the first one to Brumbaugh's line foul off to the right side, out of play. Brumbaugh smoked one over the head of the right fielder, Knott, in the 3rd inning. That was the last inning. Started the inning with a double. Batting now in the bottom of the 4th with a man at third, 1 out. Brumbaugh has 1 RBI, and he'd like to make it 2. Waits on an 0-1. Here it comes, swinging a high fly ball into right field. That's going to get the run home. Knott comes over to the line, makes the catch. Tagging at third is New, an RBI for Brumbaugh, and it's 5-0.
I like it.
It's a nice at-bat by the freshman. Brumbaugh has scored a run, and now he's driven in one.
Another changeup down and away, and a good job by Carson just staying on that ball. He knew what he had to do to get that runner in.
Well, look at the last 2 at-bats. Bubba, ground ball to second base by Souza. Knows he's got to pull it. Pulled it on the ground. Got the runner over. Brumbaugh knows he's got to get it into the outfield. Infield's drawn in. Perfect execution in both at-bats. Now Ruiz shows bunt and takes the pitch low for a ball.
So if you're Nolan Souza and you give yourself up and you pull the ball to the right side and move that runner, and he gets in, it makes you feel good.
Oh, yeah. Particularly for a guy that struggled to get base hits early on. He just basically give up the at-bat. Ruiz takes it low again. Fastball that time. 2 balls, no strikes. Kojal's on deck. He'd like to bat with a man aboard. Third baseman creeps in. The 2-0's inside. Nearly hit him. A breaking ball that didn't break very much. 3 balls, no strikes. Jack Barr is in danger of walking his second batter of the inning. They're in a step or 2 at first and third. The 3-0 is a strike, 3-1. That's the automatic 3-0 strike right there.
Yeah, and if you walk this guy, it's a double.
Yeah, it is. Plus, you've got a good RBI man in the on-deck circle. You're in a jam if you don't get Ruiz right here. 3-1. The pitch is a high strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Just caught the upside.
Yeah, where was that on track, man?
I mean, it says it's a strike up and away, but it just clipped the corner.
Well, now it's 3-2. 2 outs in the inning. The payoff's coming. It's popped up foul off the fist. Back here out of play. Hogs have scored a run in the inning. They've increased their lead to 5-0. Batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trying to take 2 of 3 from UTA. Ruiz waits on another payoff. Here it comes. Swing and a foul tip at the catcher's feet. And they'll do it again with a 3-2 count.
That's 4 changeups in a row.
That's the pitch, at least early in his outing, it looks like he has the most confidence in. He's going to bring another 3-2 right now. Ruiz takes it low. Threw him off speed there. A 2-out walk, second walk of the inning. Hogs have a man aboard for Kojal. Will you do some running right here?
You know, here you can probably steal on this guy, but boy, you don't want to get thrown out with Kojal up. But to answer your question, yeah, I think at some point he's going to go. There's a lot of reasons to keep him at first base. You got that hole open on the right side with the first baseman holding. I mean, but if you can steal.
He's stolen 3 so far. Got a big lead over at first base. Barr gives him a look, not going on the first pitch, and we had a pitch clock violation. Pitch clock violation on the pitcher, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, it was 1-4-4 on that to the plate.
So, 1 ball to count to Kojal as Ruiz measures his lead at first base. Barr from the belt spins and throws over, and Ruiz is back easily.
That looked like a little balk move right there. See that little flinch with that back leg?
I actually thought a moment ago the home plate umpire might be about to call a balk. 1 ball to count. Kojal waits, runner goes. Pitch is swung on and bounced foul outside first. He evens the count at 1-1. Kojal had a pitch he thought he could hit. Ruiz had the bag stolen.
Oh, he had it. It wasn't even close. That's a changeup. That's actually off the plate in. I'm sure Cam probably wishes he'd have taken that.
So it's a ball and a strike. Kojal hit a 2-run homer in the last inning. That was the big blow in a 3-run third. Runner does not go. Kojal takes it low, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
A little slide step there.
Well, they know Ruiz is more than capable of stealing a bag. Hogs have stolen 2 today. Neither one of them's been close. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Hogs have scored a run. They lead it 5-0. There goes the runner. The pitch is swung on and bounced to the first baseman. That's a fair ball, gloved by Dygert. He steps on the bag. Kojal is retired, and that ends the Razorback 4th inning. But they get a run without benefit of a base hit. Couple of walks in the inning. No errors, a stolen base. Arkansas strands a man. They've left 3, but after 4, they lead it 5-0 on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Wood Power Sports is passionate about serving your off-road and on-road needs. Between our 4 locations, we carry brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Yamaha, CF Moto, and Suzuki. We are your one-stop shop for everything power sports. Our service and parts teams are experienced and will work hard to keep you and your vehicle on the road or trail. Come see us at Wood Power Sports of Fayetteville, Wood Power Sports of Springdale, Heartland Honda, or Wood Power Sports of Harrison. We look forward to earning your business. Go Hogs!
5-0 Razorbacks as UTA comes to bat in the top half of the 5th inning. Colin Fisher may not have had his best stuff so far, but he worked out of some trouble in the 2nd inning, got the pitcher's best friend, a double play ball to end it, worked around a leadoff walk in the 3rd inning. This was after he stranded men at 2nd and 3rd of the 1st. Worked a 1-2-3 4th. Has set down the last 6 that he's faced. And he'll face the shortstop Bustamante to start the top half of inning number 5. Bustamante is a right-handed batter. First pitch, grounded to short. Brumbaugh comes in, fields it on a short hop, threw wildly to first. Brumbaugh makes a bad throw to first. It goes into the camera well, and that's going to allow Bustamante to go down to second base. So E6, second error against Brumbaugh. And they've got a runner in scoring position.
You don't see that very often from Brumbaugh. We were talking yesterday about how accurate he is with his throwing.
So Bustamante's at second. Here is Rook. And he takes the first one inside for a ball. Holden Rook. He's the one who hit into that inning-ending double play. Back in the second inning. Right-handed batter. Runner at second, nobody out. 5-0 Hogs in the fifth. The pitch from Fisher is a strike, and it's 1-1. Colin Fisher. Trying to win back-to-back Sundays here at Baum-Walker Stadium. Razorbacks in the midst of an 18-game homestand. There's a strike over the inner edge, and it's 1-2. Lost for the first time at home on Friday. Bounced back yesterday and in a good spot today. Blanked them yesterday and blanking them so far today. So runner at second, though, with nobody out. The 1-2 ripped over the glove of the third baseman, Souza. That's down the line and left. That'll get a run home. Rounding first, heading to second, and they didn't get him. The ball beat Rook to the bag, but he was able to get in around the tag. The Razorbacks won an appeal. As it stands, it's an RBI double, and it's 5-1.
Yeah, Kojal's saying he wants a review. He thinks he got it.
At second base, this play's under review.
So they're going to take a look at it. It's a nice piece of hitting there by Rook, but an even better defensive effort by Ruiz. Got over there to get it, fired it into second base. But I think they got him. The ball beat him.
I don't know if he was able. Kojal was on the backside of the bag. He slid to the inside. Kojal thinks he got him. Of course, infielders never lie, do they?
No. Kind of like basketball players who never get fouled. or never commit a foul. Well, they're still looking. Regardless of the call at second, it's an RBI for Holden Rook. UTA is on the board, and they've got the top of the order coming to the plate. Boy, you look at the replay. It is bang, bang. It just depends on that hand.
Yeah, I think he's safe.
Yeah, I think he got the hand in.
I think Kojal missed the tag.
I'm not sure they're going to be able to overrule it based on the video evidence, but we'll see.
And give Rook credit. That was a good slide to the inside to avoid the tag. Now, the only thing we can't see, did he come off the bag?
Well, evidently there's enough to warrant multiple looks because it's taken a little bit.
So his glove's on him right there, but you can't see from this angle.
No.
It looks like he slid off the bag, but he definitely got his hand in.
Well, Rook's still standing out on the bag. He's going to make him send him back to the dugout.
But I'm not going to lie to you, Chuck. My percentage isn't very good of what comes out of that pit of confusion over there.
Well, they're certainly taking their time.
I'm going to go ahead and give him a double because I think he's safe.
I've written it down.
Do you do pencil or pen?
I do pen.
Yeah. Don't tell Phil.
I know.
He'll be up all night worried about that.
I know. All right, here's the call.
After review, the runner at second base is safe. Arkansas loses their first challenge. They've got one challenge remaining.
So there you have it. Safe at second base, 5-1. And we're back at the top of the order now. Preston Knott will stand in for UTA. Nobody out in the inning. Knott is 0 for 1 with a walk. He struck out and drawn a base on balls. Fisher's first one is coming, and it's low for ball one. It's being brought to you in part by Ballpark, the official hot dog of the Razorbacks. Whether you're at the stadium or watching from home, you can't beat the great taste of Ballpark beef hot dogs made with 100% beef. Grab one and enjoy the game. 1 ball the count. The pitch to Knott is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Melendez is on deck, then Mazak. Hogs have out-hit him 6-4. They lead at 5-1, but an error has led to a run in this inning. Nobody out. Runner at second base. The pitch. Strike called. Up in the zone, and it's 1-2.
Good fastball right there. It looked like they caught him sitting off speed.
Yeah, sure did. Knott's a pretty good hitter, batting .355. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Stands in from the left side. Fisher deals from the left side and strikes him out. A swing and a miss at a fastball. 5 strikeouts now for Colin Fisher, and that's the first out of the inning. That's a big situational strikeout right there. With nobody out and a runner at second base.
Yeah, it looked like that hole at bat Knott was just kind of caught in between.
Here's Melendez with a runner at second base. The pitch is on the way, swing and a miss. Well, they're down 5-1, but still Knott's job there is to pull the ball. With nobody out and get that runner over to third base, he just never looked like he was in a position to do that in the at-bat. Melendez down 0-1. Fisher delivers again, swinging a foul off to the right side. A right-handed hitter just kind of slapped at that left-hander's breaking ball that I'm not sure was over the outer edge. Melendez in the hole now, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, just kind of painted that outside corner.
Fisher checks the runner out at second base, delivers an 0-2, and it's hit to the right side. Kozel to his left, makes the play. The only play will be at first. Runners out there. Advancing to third is Bustamante. 4-3 on the putout, 2 gone. And here is Mazak. So Mazak will stand in for the 3rd time today. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice and flied to center. Left-handed batter. First pitch swung on and missed. Two outs in the top of the 5th. Bustamante gets his lead at third. The 0-1 is tapped foul outside first. Fisher's allowed a run this inning, but it was unearned. The error started the frame. An RBI double followed. A strikeout and a ground ball out later. Fisher's in a spot to get out of the inning. 0-2 to Mazak. Bustamante strolls off of third. Fisher with a long look to his catcher, Ryder Helfrich. Now everybody's ready. Working from the stretch with 2 out. The 0-2's coming, and he misses outside with a breaking pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. McAfee would be next. They're swung around to the left in the outfield for this batter. The 1-2 coming again, swinging a foul over to the left side out of play. 91-mile-per-hour fastball, and it's 1-2 still. One ball, 2 strikes. Fisher delivers, and a swing and a miss for the 3rd out of the inning. A breaking ball from the left-hander. 6 strikeouts for Fisher. UTA gets a run on 1 hit. There was an error in the inning. A man stranded. They've left 5. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Razorbacks are up 5-1 on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
When the storm hits and the power goes out, who's out there first? The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. And nothing matters more to us than our members. Safety is a top priority to us. From maintaining power lines every day to restoring service after the toughest storms, we work with one purpose: to safely restore power to the communities we call home. Your safety, your power, your cooperative. We're better connected together because members matter to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, does your bathroom need a makeover? Bath Makeover of Arkansas offers bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Arkansas homeowners trust Bath Makeover of Arkansas with their bathroom project. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH to schedule your free design consultation backed with a price lock guarantee. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH, 1-800-NEW-BATH.
Another new pitcher for UTA as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hayes Melville takes over on the mound. He's a 6-foot sophomore out of South Lake, Texas. Bard allowed a run without giving up a hit in the top half, in the bottom half of the 4th inning in his inning of work. Melville has gone 6 1/3 innings so far. He's allowed 2 runs on 7 hits. Only one of the runs was earned. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's got good numbers. No wins, no losses. He does have a save. Obviously, not a save situation here statistically, but he's trying to save their chance to come back and win this game. With the Hogs up 5-1, and the Razorbacks due to send up the heart of the order, Ryder Helfrich, Kuhio Aloy, and Reese Robinette. 5-6-2 for the Razorbacks, 1-4-0 for the Mavericks. Helfrich singled, stole a base, and scored a run in his last trip. Stands in from the right side. Melville's a right-hander. And his first pitch to Helfrich sails outside for ball 1. It's being brought to you in part today by Roller Funeral Home, celebrating a legacy of trust and excellence with Arkansans. Voted the #1 funeral home, best of the best, by readers of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Here's the pitch. Fastball high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Melville's another fastball slider guy. Good fastball, anywhere 92 to 96.
Ran that one up there at 93, but missed. Now Helfrich digs in on 2-0. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Well, maybe the rain will come later today, but for right now, the sun is trying to peek in from behind those clouds. It's been overcast today, brighter right now than it's been so far on this Sunday. Into Sunday afternoon now. The 3-0's on the way. There's a strike right down the pipe. We started early today because of the forecasted rain for mid to late afternoon. They wanted to make sure they got this one in. You got to dodge the weather sometimes early in the season. The 3-1's on the way. That one's over but low, and Helfrich draws a leadoff walk.
That's another one that TrackMan says is a strike, but it just clipped that bottom part of the zone. When you're a catcher, you can take those pitches.
I was going to say. He'll be working him for that to be a called strike, though, when there's a Razorback
yes,
out there.
Yes, he will.
So here's Aloy. That is the 3rd walk handed out by UTA pitching today. Aloy takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Barr walked a couple of batters in his inning of work. We're in the last of the 5th. And Arkansas in a spot to make it 2 of 3 over the Mavericks if they can hang on to this lead. Aloy still waiting on a 1-0. Helfrich with a lead over at first base. Melville gives him a look. Here's the pitch. Outside and high perhaps too. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, tried to go with a slider there.
Aloy doubled in a run in the 3-run Razorback 3rd inning. They're deep for him. They play him to pull in the outfield. The 3rd baseman, Phillips, a step toward the line. There's a good fastball. It's the best one he's thrown so far. Over the inner half, it's 2-1. Aloy taking all the way.
Surprised to see Kuhio taken right there.
2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out in the inning. The pitch swung on and hammered into center field, but it's not going to get up enough to get out of the ballpark. McAfee moves over and makes the catch. Helfrich retreats to first base, and that is out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th.
It's a good swing right there from Kuhio. That's a fastball up and away, 94 miles an hour. Ball hit hard.
It really was.
109 off the bat.
Here's Reese Robinette. Robinette flied to deep center his last time. He's flied to center twice, as a matter of fact. He stands in with 1 on and 1 out. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Hayes Melville, the 3rd Maverick hurler of the day, brings the first pitch to Reese Robinette, and is swung on and popped up out into shallow left. Rook comes in, and the left fielder makes the catch for the out. Robinette's 0 for 3. And there are 2 gone now for Zach Stewart. Stewart touched them all in the second inning. He hit his 3rd home run of the season. That got the Razorbacks off to a good start, and they've not looked back. Stewart's also tapped back at the pitcher. So he'll stand in from the left side with 2 out. 375, the batting average for the Missouri State transfer. Hayes Melville delivers, swinging a sharply hit ball to second, but Melendez will move to his left, make the play, and throw Stewart out at first. So after yielding a leadoff walk, Melville retires the next 3 batters that he faces. Not much doing for the Razorbacks in their half of the 5th. No runs, no hits, a walk, a man stranded. The Razorbacks have left 4. After 5, they lead it 5-1 on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
When it comes to keeping your family safe, Summit Utilities is here to help keep your senses sharp both inside and outside your home. If you smell a bad odor like rotten eggs, leave on foot immediately. It might be a gas leak. Then call both 911 and Summit Utilities from a safe location. Outside your home, it's important to know what's below before you dig. Always call 811 to have your utility lines marked. It's free and can save you a lot more than money. Your safety is our priority. For more on gas safety, visit summitutilities.com/safety.
Our care clinics are your hometown source for primary medical care. Our doctors, nurses, and counselors can help patients of all ages with anything from common colds and immunizations to depression, anxiety, and chronic diseases. Our network includes both home delivery and local pharmacies to fulfill your prescriptions. If you don't have insurance, it's okay. We can help with that too. And no one is turned away. With more than 90 locations in Arkansas, there's a good chance we're in your hometown. Look us up at ourcare.net.
Nothing like a Sunday afternoon at the ballpark. We started a little bit early today, Sunday morning. As a matter of fact, not as big a crowd today as we had yesterday. You wouldn't imagine there would be. But the rain's staying away. It looks like we're going to get this one in. Colin Fisher is back to the mound for what will be his 6th inning of work. He struck out 6 batters. And he has, as he always is, he's just come right after the hitters. He's hit a man. He's walked 1 batter. He's also hit a batter. And to start the 6th, they'll face Xander McAfee. Their center fielder stands in from the right side. Fisher goes to work, and the first one's a strike over the inside corner. Good fastball.
That's such a good pitch. Front door sinker. Started right at the right-handed batter's front hip.
McAfee, 1 for 2 on the day today. Swinging a high drive to left field. Ruiz on his horse toward the gap, and he's going to be called off by the center fielder, Micah New. Man, that is some speed in the outfield right there. Between Ruiz and New streaked over, called Ruiz off at the last moment. And the leadoff man is gone in the 6th inning.
Boy, that's a scary thing right
it
there.
Sure
you got
is.
2 guys that can fly running right towards each other.
That's a collision you don't want to see right there.
Absolutely.
So here's Phillips. McAfee, Phillips, and Ho. In the top of the 6th, it'll be Clayton Dygert if anybody reaches. First pitch, swung on and missed. Fisher has really settled in. His mates have given him some runs to work with, and he's taking advantage of all of them. The 0-1's on the way. That one's downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. For 1 ball, 1 strike, I'm sorry. 1-1 to their third baseman. Here's the pitch from Fisher, swinging a slow roller toward third. Souza charges, gloves, throws low, and Robinette digs it out. Nice play on both corners. 5-3 on the putout. 5 in a row retired by Fisher, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
It's a good play by Souza right there. That's a tough. If you look at TrackMan says that was hit 111.
Not a chance.
I'm not sure. It's closer to 11 than 111.
Ho is 1 for 2. Single back in the 2nd inning. 1 of 4 hits that they've collected. Swings and misses at the first one for strike 1.
Sometimes when that ball hits in the home plate area, it kind of messes up the way it reads it.
Fisher trying to work a 1-2-3, 6th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball's a beauty. In there for a strike, 0-2. Fisher's retired the side in order but once. He did set down 6 in a row prior to that error that started the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. After that double by Rook in the 5th inning, he retired the next 3 men that he faced to end the threat. He's gotten the first 2 here in the 6th. The 1-2 is looped out into shallow left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Ruiz is in to get it on a couple of hops. Ho just hit it off the end of the bat. His second hit of the day, and it'll give Dygert a chance to bat with a man aboard.
Yeah, just a little lob wedge out into left center, Chuck. Really good changeup down and away.
That is the 5th hit for the Mavericks. They've left 5 men on today, though. Dygert's 0 for 2. He's fanned and grounded to short. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Hogs up 5-1. The pitch is coming, and it's low and outside for a ball. Dygert was their pitcher on Friday and was outstanding in a game they won 4-3. Now he holds the bat and waits on the 1-0. A breaking ball's a strike over the outside corner. That's a nice one through the back door.
Chuck, he threw 130 pitches in February. You don't see that very often.
Man, that is throwback stuff right there. 1-1 the count. Chokes up on the bat just a bit. Looks at a pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Helfrich, and that keeps the runner at first base. 130 pitches really at any level of baseball right now, just unheard of.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Ho gets a lead at first. Here's the 2-1 pitch inside, and they're going to call that a strike because Dygert leaned into it. He wanted to be hit by the pitch. He leaned into it, and the umpire called him on it.
I think that's a good call.
Now their head coach is Mike Trapasso is going to come out and get a little bit further explanation. It's a short conversation. They're going to appeal that? Can you appeal that?
I didn't think you could, but he leaned in.
Arlington's challenging the call of hit by pitch at the plate. This play is under review.
Well, I don't know that you need review to see that Dygert leaned into the pitch. The question is, did it rise to the level of the home plate umpire calling it a strike? And at least in the judgment of our home plate umpire today, Jason Bradley, he made enough movement to warrant that call, and Mike Trapasso immediately said, I want to challenge that.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, he's playing his day. He definitely leaned into that one. There's a difference in turning your front knee in than just sticking it out over the plate.
This was a short review. We'll get the call right now.
After review, it's been determined that the hitter leaned into the pitch. Therefore, by rule, it's determined to add a strike to the count. UT Arlington loses their first challenge. They have 1 remaining.
I'm not sure that that's one that if he had it to do over again, he'd have challenged. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the inning. And a runner still over at first base. So Dygert's got to dig in. Here's the pitch, called strike 3. Fastball down in the zone. Dygert was frozen. 7 strikeouts for Colin Fisher, and the Mavericks are done in the 6th inning. No runs a hit, no errors, a man stranded. They've left 6. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Razorbacks are up 5-1. Now this for the Arkansas Ford dealers.
There's no containing the passion of the Hog Pen, where you'll find tried and true Razorbacks, home run blasts, and a whole lot of... This Arkansas tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, only at your Arkansas Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
On these acres, weekends aren't a break. Fix this, move that, make it right. But when the ground fights back, the John Deere 4044M leans in. Because it's built like the people who run it. Tough enough to stay one more hour. Strong enough to finish the job. Test drive your next workhorse at Greenway. Or learn more at gogreenway.com.
5-1 Razorbacks as they prepare to bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Micah New, Nolan Souza, and Carson Brumbaugh. Hogs have out-hit them 6-5. They lead at 5-1. Hogs got on the board in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Zach Stewart took a 3-2 pitch over the boards in center field to give the Razorbacks a 1-0 lead. They made it 4-0 in the last half of the 3rd. With one out, Camden Koziel touched them all. A 2-run shot that played at Carson Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh had started the inning by doubling over the head of the right fielder. Razorbacks not done in the inning, though. Helfrich singled, stole a base, and then Kahio Aloy drove him in with a double. Hogs tacked on another one in the 4th inning on a sacrifice fly by Brumbaugh. And that's where we stand as the Razorbacks head in the bottom of the 6th inning. Micah New to lead it off. New walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the 4th inning. In fact, it was the aforementioned sacrifice fly by Brumbaugh that brought in New from third base. Got a new pitcher for UTA. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, Jacob Gabler takes over. He's a 6'6" right-hander, transfer from Washington State. His first pitch sails back to the screen for ball 1. Melville worked a scoreless inning. Gabler is 1-0 this year. He has allowed 6 runs in 3 2/3 innings, but only 3 of them have been earned. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, an ERA of 7.36. The 1-0 to Micah New is swung on and popped up, back of short. Out goes Bustamante. The left fielder comes in, but the shortstop will make the play, and that's out number 1. So New is gone on a pop-up, and it'll bring in Nolan Souza with the bases empty.
Chuck, a lot of people look at that and say, it's just a pop-up to short. But you think about a 1/4 inch on the bat, and that's in the hog pen. Yeah. That's a good swing right there at a fastball up and in.
So here's Souza. Nolan's flied to center and grounded out to second base. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Gabler delivers, and Souza slaps it foul off to the left side out of play. Just had an ever-so-slight breeze today, blowing in just a bit from left field, not a lot. UTA's bullpen's active. They may be going 1 inning per hurler the rest of the way. They're in at third, back around the remainder of the infield with 1 out. The pitch to Souza is a little bit high. A ball and a strike. Nolan has seen his batting average dip to 190 today. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Trying to get on here. The 1-1 pitch. Souza looks at a strike down around the knees. That's a good pitch.
That's
95 miles per hour. Wow.
Good fastball, 6-2 release, height, down, really downhill tilt on that pitch.
That's some movement. 1-2. Souza's got to protect the plate now. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul off the fist. Ran that fastball in on him at 95 miles per hour. Just kind of fought that one off.
Tell you what, they ran a few pretty good arms out there today. That's another 96-mile-an-hour fastball. A few dudes that can throw it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Nolan Souza. The pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Problem is they don't have a secondary pitch to go with it. Like right there's a changeup, and once again you can see he slowed his whole body down.
That's a good point. You can't just throw the fastball and get away with it.
Nope.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Souza waits on another. Here it comes, and that's a called strike 3. Threw him a fastball right down at the knees. A strikeout for Gabler. and there are 2 gone in the inning. That was a good fastball.
Yeah, right at the bottom of the zone.
That is only the 3rd time today that a Razorback has struck out. So here's Brumbaugh with the bases empty and 2 gone. Brumbaugh's had a good day, at least at the plate. Doubled and scored and driven in a run with a sac fly. Right-handed batter. The pitch from Gabler is a strike. Brumbaugh has uncharacteristically made a couple of throwing errors out in the field. Usually it's the other way around. Great defensive plays, not much at the plate. Today he's delivered at the plate. And a couple of errors, but those errors will be few and far between for this guy. There's a shot in the right center field. That's down for a hit, and that's going to be extra bases. Brumbaugh rounds first, heads for second. He slides in with a 2-out double, and Carson Brumbaugh's 2 for 2.
The key, Chuck, is drive in more than you let in. But I'm sure if you ask Dave, he'd rather have the defense over the offense from your shortstop.
Well, I'll tell you what, he may get both before it's all said and done. Some of these guys come in, and early in their careers, they just get the bat knocked out of their hands. But then they make some adjustments along the way, get a little bit stronger, confidence comes, and all of a sudden they're complete players. Ruiz, the batter now, back to the top of the order. The pitch from Gabler's fouled off the foot of the hitter. And it's no balls and 1 strike to Damian Ruiz.
Oh, that doesn't feel good. He's got the ankle guard on, but he doesn't have anything on his toe, and that hit looked like it hit right on his toe.
He'll have to walk that one off. Home plate umpire Jason Bradley gives him a little bit of extra time around the batting area. Nothing in 1 to Ruiz. Brumbaugh is out at second base after a double to right center. That double, the 7th hit of the day for the Razorbacks. Ruiz is back in and ready. The 0-1 from Gabler swung on and bounced into center field. That's a base hit. Brumbaugh will score. Ruiz drives in the run with a single to center, and the Hogs are up 6-1.
I like it. Fastball down the middle, just shot it right back up where it came from.
No play on Brumbaugh. Ruiz picks up his 2nd RBI of the weekend. And it gives Kozel a chance to bat with a man aboard. You would always hope that Kozel would come to the plate with a runner on, at least one. Camden today has hit a home run, a 2-run shot. He's 1 for 3. Bats from the left side. The runner goes. The pitch is high and outside. The throw to second is way late. The catcher, Ho, actually double pumped. And it's a stolen base for Damian Ruiz.
Yeah, I tell you what, Damian could almost gone to third on that one, Chuck. He was there so fast.
That's his 4th stolen base of the season. Hogs have been able to run all day. Now Kozel has a chance to drive in a run. The 1-0 on cue, lined into right center field. That's a base hit. In to score is Ruiz. Kozel going to try to stretch it into a double, and he does. A little late getting over in right center. Kozel with his first double of the day and his 3rd RBI.
Another ball hit hard right back up the middle. Good thing about this, Chuck, that's all with 2 outs, too. Gotta love those 2-out hits, 2-out RBIs.
The 2-run inning has made it a 7-1 ball game. Now Helfrich's up in an RBI spot. Ryder has singled and scored today. Has drawn a walk as well. First pitch swung on, hammered into left field. Nobody's going to catch that one. Ryder, Helfrich will touch them all. A 2-run shot to left, and the Hogs are up 9-1. That was a no-doubter.
That is definitely a no-doubter. Got a first pitch slider hanging over the middle of the plate, and he did not miss it. 105, 389. He knew it the minute he hit that.
Helfrich with his 5th blast of the young season. RBIs number 8 and 9. And he's brought him to their feet at Baum Walker. He's done that a lot. So the Hogs have broken it open in the bottom of the 6th inning, up 9-1. Kuhio Aloy will bat. 2 outs in the inning. A lot's happened since the first 2 batters of the inning were retired. Pitches outside for a ball. Brumbaugh doubled. Ruiz singled him home. Ruiz stole second. Kozel drove him in with a double, and then Helfrich touches them all. 4 runs home after 2 were retired. The 1-0 pitch is on the way. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Kuhio Aloy, an RBI double in that 3-run third. 1 for 3 in the ball game today. The 1-1. Downstairs for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Robinette would be next. 9 runs, 9 hits for the Razorbacks. A run on 5 hits for UTA. Gabler's just trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch, low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's activity in the Maverick bullpen. They'd like for Gabler to finish the inning, and then they'll bring somebody else in for the bottom of the 7th.
Not a good place to be as a pitcher. 3-1 count on Kuhio.
He'll dig in now, look for a pitch he can drive. Here it comes, and it is fouled outside third base.
Well, he got his pitch. Fastball above the belt, inside. Just couldn't wait back.
So now it's 3-2. Aloy, 3 home runs. His RBI in the 3rd inning today is 12th of the season. Leads the team in that category. They're deep in the outfield. 4 straight batters have reached after the first 2 in the inning were retired. The pitch is coming. There's a ground ball through the hole. It's short. And that's going to be the 2nd hit of the ball game for Kuhio Aloy. 10 base knocks for the Razorbacks now. And the inning continues for Reese Robinette.
Yeah, I feel like Gabler got lucky right there. That was just a single. That was a fastball right down the middle. It's hit 108, but got on top of it a little bit. Listen to his last 3 exit velos from Kuhio Aloy. 109, 109, and 108.
Wow. That's pretty good.
And your threshold for a hard hit ball is 95.
We're going to have a pitching change. Mike Trapasso has seen enough and we'll go to the pen. Our pitching change is being brought to you by Visit Hot Springs and Oaklawn. Hey, it's time for a road trip, and you can hit the jackpot with a trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, and its #1 attraction, Oaklawn in Hot Springs. To plan your next trip, visit hotsprings.org and oaklawn.com. Merrick Sears is the new pitcher for UTA. We'll tell you about that when we come back. Hogs have broken it open. They're up 9-1 in the bottom of the 6th. And this is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello, Razorback Nation. This is Renata Jenkins-Byler with Roller Funeral Homes asking you, what is a friend? A friend is someone who has a special role and is always there for you. I am here reminding you that you have a friend at Roller Funeral Homes because you are someone special to us. Whatever you or your family's needs or wishes, you can count on all of us at Roller to be there for you, just like a friend. Roller Funeral Homes, serving the Razorback Nation with all our respect.
Call the Hogs with new head football coach Ryan Silverfield in 2026. Renew your seats to be all in on Coach Silverfield's first season, which includes marquee matchups inside Razorback Stadium against Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, and much more. Renew your tickets ahead of the March 31st deadline. For more information about Razorback football tickets, visit ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield. Merrick Sears is the new pitcher for UTA. He's a 6'3" senior left-hander. He's a transfer from Houston. He takes over on the mound. He is the 5th pitcher of the day for UTA. And he's going to face a pinch hitter for the Razorbacks. Alexander Peck, freshman out of Franklin, Tennessee, is going to pinch hit. He's a right-handed batter. So Sears goes to work, and Peck bounces it over the mound. The shortstop can't get to it. It's into center field for a base hit. Rounding second and heading to third is Alloy. He'll get there without a throw. A pinch single for Peck, and the Hogs have runners at first and third.
Boy, you love to see that. A pinch hitter coming off the bench. He actually pinch hit Wednesday against Arkansas State and never got to hit because they made a pitching change. Then he went back to the bench. So glad he got to hit that time.
Well, he jumped on the first pitch. Bounced it over the mound. Looked like the shortstop, Bustamante, might have a play, but he could not get to the baseball. So the inning continues. 6 straight batters have reached for Arkansas after the first 2 men were retired in this inning. Stewart's the 9th man to bat. First pitch is on the way, and Sears misses outside with a breaking pitch for ball 1. 76 miles per hour. Alloy over at third. They hold Peck at first base. 1 ball the count. The pitch sails inside, ball 2. Well, there's nobody throwing now in the UTA bullpen, so they want Merrick Sears to pitch a little while. The Hogs have scored 4 runs in the inning, all after the first 2 were retired. There's a strike to Zach Stewart, and it's 2-1. Was that an 86-mile-per-hour fastball there, Bubba?
Yes, it was.
That's what I thought. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a crafty lefty.
Crafty. The pitch is a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike.
You know, the debate Phil and I have among many debates is the lefty's called a crafty lefty. A righty that throws 86 is a funky.
Yeah.
Right. Who named that?
You never hear crafty righty.
No, you don't.
The 3-1's coming, swinging a foul at the plate. But you see a pitcher like this one, and crafty lefty's the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you know your baseball terminology, that's what you think about. Well, the Hogs have turned this one into a runaway, 9-1 in the bottom of the 6th. They've out-hit them 11-5. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs in the inning. Peck will get a head start from first base. They move behind him now. Digert will play behind him and cheat a step toward the bag. There's a hole on the right side of the infield. The payoff is on the way, and it's outside for a ball. So Stewart draws the walk on a borderline pitch, and the bases are loaded for Micah New.
That actually caught that outside corner. Zach got lucky right there. But, Chuck, I tell you what, there's a lot of crafty lefties that got me out. Actually, I take that back. I got myself out against the crafty lefties.
Well, I think that's what makes them crafty.
Yes.
Sometimes they can't break glass with a fastball, but they can get people out. Now the bases are loaded. Micah New started all this when he popped a short. First pitch is a changeup, and it swung on and missed. He about came out of his shoes right there.
That was like the Bugs Bunny change. You could see that right out of his hand. I thought Micah was going to hit that ball a mile.
Alloy's at third, Peck's at second, Stewart's the runner at first. 1 strike the count to Micah New. That one's in at the knees for a strike. An 88-mile-per-hour fastball. And it's 0-2 to the Razorback center fielder. Got to be thinking about run rule now. You playing run rule today?
Shoot, yeah.
The 0-2's on the way. Swinging a ground ball to short. I jinxed it. Bustamonte's in to make the play, and New beats it out. He beat it out at first base. And the score is Alloy. There's the speed from the Marshall transfer, and the Hogs are up 10-1. That's a routine play, and he turned it into an infield single. He may do that again and again during the course of the year.
There's not a lot of guys that are going to beat that out. He was absolutely flying down the line.
So here's Souza. I'd like to see Souza get a hit today. Bases are juiced. First pitch. Sky toward left center. That's not going to get him in. McAfee comes over. The left fielder's there. It'll be the left fielder, Rook, who makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Man, a lot happened between the 1st and 2nd and 3rd outs. 7 straight Razorbacks reached base. The Hogs scored 4 runs in the inning. They did it on 6 base hits. They leave them loaded. Arkansas stranded 7, but after 6, they lead it 10-1. And we're back after this for Harps.
Hi, Phil Elson here, the voice of Razorback Baseball, to tell you about the unbeatable quality at Harp's Food Stores. From farm fresh produce to the finest cuts in the meat department, Harp's delivers nothing but the best. Whether you're prepping for a tailgate or doing your weekly grocery run, Harp's has you covered, and their friendly staff makes shopping a breeze. Razorback fans, for quality you can trust, there's only one place, Harp's Food Stores. Discover their incredible selection today. Harp's, hometown fresh.
The Mercedes-AMG GT 43 is the top-of-the-line luxury performance sedan, and tonight you can win one from Saracen Casino and Mercedes-Benz of Little Rock. With sporty styling, classic Mercedes lines, and advanced performance, this is the car to win from Saracen Casino Resort. Play today at Saracen Casino and qualify for tonight's Mercedes GT drawing.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Arkansas. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Arkansas and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Arkansas.
Well, there's a new pitcher for the Razorbacks. Steele Eaves is going to take over, 6 foot, 210-pound sophomore. Eaves has been very good so far out of Lone Oak. Colin Fisher was brilliant again. And Eaves will take over in the 7th inning. Peck stays in the ball game, and he'll play first base. Colin Fisher goes 6 innings, allows 5 hits and 1 unearned run. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk for Fisher. He's in line to get the win. Eaves is 3-0. And he has not allowed a run in 7 innings of work. He's been brilliant. And in the top half of the 7th inning, he will face the numbers 8, 9, and 1 men for UTA. Their shortstop, Bustamante, starts him off. Right-handed batter. Eaves' first one's coming, and it's in at the knees for a strike. I cheated the Hogs out of a hit in that last inning. They got 7 instead of 6 in that inning. They've tallied 12 on the day, and they lead at 10-1. The pitch is upstairs for a ball, and it's 1-1.
Keep your head up, Chuck. You're doing a good job,
Well,
buddy.
I'm hanging in there. I'm not bad for a fill-in guy.
It's a long night for you last night.
It was. It was a long night. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Eaves. As a breaking pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2.
Long game, too, for you. We don't even want to go there.
Yeah, it didn't turn out quite the way we had planned, did it? Nobody on or out. The 1-2's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, you're going to have nights like that.
Yep.
Texas Wednesday night, then at Missouri Saturday. So there's some time to make up for that. 2-2. Bustamante waits on Eaves. Here it is, and it's fouled straight back. They'll do it again with a 2-2 count. Our game update brought to you by First Security Bank. As Arkansas's community bank, First Security is all about taking care of customers. Check them out today at fsbank.com. How about 7 hits after 2 are out in that 5-run 6th inning for the Razorbacks as the pitch is fouled straight back. Hogs scored a run in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and a 5-run 6th broke it open. Fisher's gone after 6 innings of work, but he was outstanding again, in line to get the win. Eaves has gone 2-2 on the first man he's faced. Alex Bustamante waits on another one. Here it comes from the right-hander. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Just strikeout for Eaves. Bustamante couldn't hold up.
It's a nasty slider away. A little bit off the plate, but perfect pitch.
That is the 8th Razorback strikeout of the day. Fisher fans 7. And Eaves strikes out the first man he faces. So here's Rook, the left fielder, and the first one to him misses for ball 1. Holden Rook. Batting from the right side. Has a hit today. That's his only hit of the season. An RBI double. He's driven in their only run. He swings through a fastball. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike. We're in the 7th. Hogs are up 10-1. Top of the order's on deck for the Mavericks. The pitch from Eves is swung on and popped up right side of the infield. Who wants it? Robinette near the bag, makes the grab, and 2 are gone. So we're back to the top of the order now with 2 away, and it'll be up to Preston Knott if these guys are going to get anything going in the top of the 7th. If they don't, the Hogs score a run in the bottom of the 7th, we'll go home. The Razorbacks trying to make it 2 of 3 after a loss on Friday. Knott today is 0 for 2 with a walk. He struck out twice and drawn a base on balls. Looks at a breaking pitch upstairs for ball 1.
I tell you, Jason Bradley, home plate umpires, kind of got a tight zone sometimes. That's another one that clipped the top of that zone.
There's been a few today that could have gone the other way. 1 ball the count, swing and a miss. So that evens the count at a ball and a strike. There's a lot of movement on that pitch.
Boy, he's got a good one. He's good sinker slider guy. Can run it up 95, 96 with movement.
1 ball, 1 strike. Knott waits on another. Eves delivers. And that one's a little bit high.
I don't know if you remember or not, Chuck. Steele Eves, the guy that jumped in Lake Norm out there.
Yeah, I remember. I'd forgotten that was him.
Yeah, that's when he became my favorite player.
I was going to say, that's when he endeared himself to us. 2-1. Swung on, hit sharply to second, but right at Kojal. Camden scoops and throws, and it's an easy 7th inning for Steele Eves. 3 up, 3 down. 7th inning stretch presented by Kubota. Get home run deals that will stretch your savings right now during Kubota's Orange Days. Find your local Kubota dealer at ArkansasKubotaDealers.com. We hit the stretch with the Hogs up 10-1 on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
Before the roar and the records, there was Baptist Health.
Brooks Edmondson, Arkansas offensive line, born at Baptist Health.
Anna Kate Nichols, Razorback Golf, born at Baptist Health.
Quincy Rose Jr., D lineman for the Hogs, born at Baptist Health.
Champions are born at Baptist Health. Here, our game is delivering the state's most trusted care for Arkansas and for the champion in you. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Go-Go Squeeze is super excited to be on the field with University of Arkansas athletes. With a variety of deliciously fruity flavors, there's something for the whole Razorback family to enjoy. Go-Go Squeeze offers delicious fruit blend pouches that are gluten-free and nut-free. For active people, Go-Go Squeeze Active Fruit Blend with electrolytes can help replenish some of the essential minerals lost during exercise. Check out our whole line of pantry-friendly fruit and dairy products at most major retailers and online. So grab a Go-Go Squeeze and let's cheer on our Razorbacks together. Go Hogs!
Oh, it's always fun to watch them call the Hogs during the 7th inning stretch here at Baum-Walker Stadium. Nice Sunday crowd on hand today. The rain has stayed away. We started early in hopes of that. So far, the plans work like a charm. The Razorbacks could end this thing with a run in the bottom of the 7th. Not that anybody's pulling for that. Brumbaugh will lead it off in the top of the order. Ruiz and Kojal will follow.
You got a bed to get to. I got a baseball tournament to get to.
I was going to say, your team played this morning. They won, is that right?
Won the first and lost the second when we play again at 2:30.
Well, Coach is on his way.
That's right.
So everybody straighten up and act right.
It's hard to sit here and try to watch that.
I was going to say,
I have to turn my tournament game off.
Yeah, here's the game within the game for us. One eye on the field, one eye on the phone. New pitcher, Michael Dobbins takes over in the bottom of the 7th. 6'1" freshman out of Keller, Texas. Sears recorded the final out of that 5-run inning for the Razorbacks. Carson Brumbaugh starts the bottom of the 7th, and he fouls the first one back for strike one. Brumbaugh, has doubled twice, scored twice, and driven in a run with a sac fly. He stands in from the right side against the right-handed pitcher. The 0-1's on the way, and it's inside for a ball. 1 strike. Brumbaugh out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Quite a baseball lineage in his family. Dad was in the big leagues. Is that right? Dad was in the big leagues?
Yeah.
Pitch is on the way in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
What's crazy is I played in Hyundai for the Hyundai Unicorns in just outside of Seoul in Suwon, Korea, South Korea. And his dad went there the year after I left. His dad played there.
Okay.
What's the odds of that?
I was going to say you guys can compare stories. The 2-1's on the way, and it's a strike down around the knees, evens the count at 2-2.
And then we played together in the Rockies organization. His dad's a good dude. I hope they're here today.
Nobody on or out in the bottom of the 7th. Carson chokes up on the bat a little bit. The pitch is coming inside with what looked like a fastball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, a little bit of run on that fastball. He's also got a brother playing at OU, Chuck. He's got 2 brothers in the SEC.
3 balls, 2 strikes. A payoff is coming, and it's hit back through the box. The second baseman to his right makes the play. Melendez throws him out at first. 4-3 on the softly hit grounder, and the leadoff man's retired in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Dobbins made a good pitch right there. It's a fastball running in.
Hey, after the game, the Catfish Hole will be waiting. Fayetteville or Alma, they serve the highest quality farm-raised catfish, hand-breaded chicken tenders, the best hush puppies anywhere. That amazing green tomato relish is now available at select Walmarts throughout Arkansas. Here's a pinch hitter for the Razorbacks.
Christian Turner.
Christian Turner's going to bat. I got to find my roster, Bubba. That's what the fill-in guy's got to do. He's got to look for that roster. Turner's a left-handed batter and takes it over but low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
I mean, or I could just help you out.
You could.
I'm not really doing a whole lot over here.
You could over here if you wanted to. Turner's a freshman out of Haughton, Louisiana.
I saw you fumbling around over there.
You just let me wither and die, didn't you? The 2-0 swung on and missed. A check swing is 2-1. I was just amusing you, wasn't I?
I'll let you suffer for a minute.
Oh, you did. The leadoff man's been retired in the bottom of the 7th inning. Turner waits. Here it comes from Dobbins. The right-hander misses low and outside, and it's 3-1.
We had a guy's name, and I still can't pronounce it. And Phil's over there struggling, looking for the pronunciation key, and he's all mad. It's on the back side of the roster, and I knew it was on the back side of the roster, but I iced him for a minute.
You just didn't. You just let him suffer for a second. The 3-1's a strike at the knees, and it's 3-2 now to Turner. Next time I'll just notice, say, Bubba, who is this?
There you go.
And if you don't know, it'll be on you.
That's right.
Turner's a left-handed batter. The pitch is coming. He missed outside, and that's ball 4. So Turner draws the walk, and he heads down to first base with a 1 out.
So we've talked a little bit about the speed on the team with Ruiz, Micah New, Souza. This is the fastest guy. The guy at first base, Christian Turner, fastest guy on the team.
Faster than New.
Faster than New. Dude can absolutely fly. He's a freshman. He's an exciting player. Ball jumps off his bat. He's going to be a fun one to watch the next few years.
5 walks issued by UTA pitching today. Here's Kojal. Kojal's doubled and homered, driven in 3. Stands in from the left side, takes the first one outside for ball 1. 10 runs, 12 hits for the Razorbacks, 1 run, 5 hits for UTA. Razorbacks broke this one open with a 3-run third and then tacked on 5 in the 6th to erase any doubt that anyone might have. The 1-0's high and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. A run here ends it.
Would it be a good time for a rally donut, Chuck?
I think it might be.
Last time he got us a few runs.
Hey, if they get a man out to second, I'll join you. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Turner's the runner at first base. 1 out in the inning. And it's a 3-0 count to Camden Kojal. The pitch is outside, ball 4. So 2 are aboard. And now Carter Rutenbar is going to come up and bat. Well, the Razorbacks are going to get a chance to end it here. 6 walks handed out by Maverick pitching today. So here is Rutenbar to bat for Helfrich.
They really like this guy's bat. He's a backup catcher. Dude can swing it.
Left-handed batter. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Rutenbar waits on the right-hander. Dobbins delivers, and a fastball's in there for a strike. Back here on Tuesday to face Oral Roberts. The Golden Eagles will be in town for a midweek affair. The 0-1 is on the way, and a breaking pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Once again, a totally different arm slot on that changeup.
One ball and 1 strike to Rutenbar. That one misses outside for ball 2. 2-1. Alloy would be next, but Tyler Hollins grabbed a bat, moved into the on-deck circle. It looks as though he will hit for Alloy. Rutenbar waits on the 2-1 pitch. The runners get their leads from first and second. Swing and a bouncing ball to the right side. That's through for a base hit. Ruiz, or check that, Turner will round third. He will score, and that's it. The Razorbacks win it on a base hit to right field by Rutenbar. He drives in what is the final run of the day, and the Razorbacks have polished off UTA 11-1. Hogs make it 2 of 3 over the Mavericks, and the Razorbacks celebrate after a victory today. 11-1 our final. Post-game show's next after this for Sonic.
At Sonic, the All-American Smasher is at the top of the burger food chain. Get it hand-smashed and made to order with a side and medium drink for just $6. That's not just a big deal. That's a